episode 27 today, and you join me on the banks again at Kingsbury Water Park on what is going to be an absolutely glorious day. As you can see, the sun is absolutely shining. We're into May now, it's the 2nd of May, which is a Thursday. I'm out here for a morning session before work as usual, and I haven't been down here for a while, probably over a month now. I was meant to be here a couple of weeks ago, but I sadly overslept my alarm, and I haven't put a blog up in a while either, because I obviously missed that session. Then last week I did an overnighter on the club lake again, and unfortunately blanked. But I was concentrating too much on the fishing that I didn't actually get enough footage to make a blog out of, so I didn't bother making a blog in the end. So today will be the first blog in probably a month and a half, and what proper weather to do it in. Summer is definitely on its way. It's red hot. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm really looking forward to this morning session. I come down yesterday for a good old walk around, see if I can find any fish. I've seen a good shoal of 8 or 9 carp holding up on one certain area, so I was hoping to fish on top of them today. Fortunately, I've got here this morning and there's already a guy here at the gate, so he had first choice to pick a swim and jumped straight for the swim I was hoping to jump in. Fortunately though, when I walked around the lake yesterday, I spotted another 3 carp in another area, which is the area I'm fishing on today. It doesn't see very many anglers on here, it's a quite tight swim and well shaded, so hopefully they'll still be here. I've seen one roll this morning while I was putting a bit of bait out, so hopefully we can make one develop. I'm only fishing the margins because they're all cruising around the margins. The water clarity has completely changed again now. Over the last month everything's cleared up and it's not all dark and murky, so I can see a lot of the spots again, clear spots, and see a lot of fish moving around. Like yesterday I could see them all standing up in the trees, swimming around the lake, and they was actively moving. So hopefully now they're getting their heads down, having a bit of a munch, and hopefully they'll swim across my baits. So I'll be back in a bit and hopefully with a fish or another update. Catch you in a bit. Just gone 10 past 11 and nothing as of yet. Still had a few carp milling around in the margins. I've had the one rod on a bottom bait right on the margin with a handful of bait around it, but I keep seeing it's right in clear water, but no carp's come too close to the margin yet. They keep patrolling about 5-6 foot off the bank in the top of the water. I've stuck a zig on the nose and they've just gone straight past it. And then now the side shifting out into the deeper water, still flicking around the top, so I'm recasting the zig around every half an hour, different spots. The zig is right up on the surface, it's about 1 inch over depth in certain areas, so it's right on the top. No bird life around this bay at the minute, so I haven't had no issues apart from the carp just ignoring it. I haven't seen too much. I'd still prefer to be in the spot where I've seen most of the carp yesterday, but with an angler already in there it's just not feasible, and so hopefully he's had a few out of there, but he's all the way around the other side of the lake and I can't see him from where I am, so I don't know. I haven't seen any other anglers on the lake, or at least where I'm from. Can't see anybody else, so don't know how anyone else is getting on either, to be honest with you. Seen a few fish, as I say, milling around in certain areas in groups 2 and 3, but nothing in big amounts like you normally do. So still a few down here, so as long as there's a few in front of me I'm happy, and there's always that chance one could have it, but they just don't seem interested in feeding. They seem to be well shocked at a bit of sun and just taking it upon themselves to sunbathe and ignore the feeding spells. So I'm sure as the light fades down tonight and the evening kicks in, they'll probably get more on the feed and whatnot, but unfortunately I'll be at work then, so I won't be here for that. As I say, we're in May now, so next month in June the opening times change on this lake anyway. From 8 o'clock in the morning they change to 5:30 in the morning, so that's a real bonus. That's extra 2.5 hours of fishing, which I'll be able to achieve before I have to go to work. So I'm more into the morning feeding spells then, so that's another 2.5 hours. As I say, I can maximise on the bank and be down here, so it gives an extra chance of catching a fish, so I'm looking forward to that and see how that pans out. But obviously a few hours left of this session, got another 3 hours, so we'll have to see how it goes and see if anything else shows up. Well, I'm just coming into the end of my session now. It's 1:30 nearly. I've got to be at work at 2:30, so it won't be long till the rest of the rods are coming in and straight off to work. Unfortunately, it's another blank for me, but another blank means I'm another step closer to achieving my target out of here and catching one of these lovely fish. Although it's a blank, again, I've learned a hell of a lot. I've spent hours today watching the water, just concentrating and picking out where all the fish are going. There's been about 3 or 4 continually coming in, round the reeds and back out, and then so on and so forth, coming back through. So I've taken both rods onto zigs, and as I say this now, I can see 2 carp coming in again. So as I've seen them always on the top, not one of them's managed to go down in the bottom yet and touch the bottom bait, so they're obviously just enjoying the sun while it's here. So I'll put both of them on zigs, fishing them over depth so that it's just on the water, top of the water. And I've had 2 carp now come and inquire about the zigs. They've come up, just nudged at the pop-up. It's a trimmed down PP60, it looks exactly like a dog biscuit, and I thought it would be an awesome idea, so I've done that. And they've nudged it and just felt something wasn't right with it and just turned at the last minute and spooked off from the spot. And that's twice I've done that, because as they come round the reeds and back in, they come directly through the middle of this swim, and that's exactly where I managed to place the zigs after a few casts and watching them go round and round. So it just pays to watch the water and watch them go around so you can plan out our paths. And as I say, even though I blanked, I managed to figure out one of the patrol routes for further notice if I ever fish this swim again, if there's fishing here to be caught. So yeah, it's a blank, but hopefully I'll be down here again in 2 weeks, and hopefully we'll manage to get one on the bank. Hopefully they won't be spawning by then either, because I'm sure with this hot weather they'll be thinking about spawning very soon, and probably starting within the next week, I guess, if the weather continues to get this good. But bank holiday weekend this weekend, and it is meant to be getting hotter, so spawning is a possibility. We'll just have to see how it goes. So if you enjoy this video, I do apologise it's short again. I haven't got much footage again, but I'll still throw together a little vlog. As I say, I've been watching the water loads and I haven't really thought about picking up the camera and having a go. So I'll see you in 2 weeks hopefully, and if you like this video, please leave a like, comment on it, and if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. It'd be appreciated, and you get to keep up to date with all my videos. You can also find me on Facebook, started up a Twitter, and you can find me on the Modern Carper forum, chatting around on there. So just sign up and away we go. So I'll see you next time. Oh, then here we go. Finally caught a carp out of the little pit. Unfortunately, it's not one of the originals. It's one of the stockers. At just over £5. But it's lovely, nearing a fully scale mirror.